Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a pre-visualization or a previs, and we'll actually go on the previs I made for my film geometry exercise that I'm currently working on and show you exactly the steps I took to make that previs. So I already showed you how to make a storyboard and then turn that into an animatic. And then after that we need to turn the animatic into a previs, which is a 3D semi-animated version of your animatic. So let's take a look at the animatic for a second. So this is the animatic I made. It's not very detailed. But then I just replaced each shot with the 3D version of it, the animated in Maya. And that's what we call a previs. I just want to show you the folder structure for a second. I kind of showed you the folder structure in my pipeline tutorial, but I just want to show you how it looks like when it's done. These are all the shots that I made for the previs, and in each one of them we have a Maya file with the animation and the playblast, which is just a playblast of that shot. And then we take each playblast, bring it into After Effects in my playblast folder here, and then line them up one after another. Now let's look at some of the elements we have here on the Previz window. We have the name, we have a nice little work in progress sign saying that it's just a work in progress. Very important, the shot number, the time code, and the framing. The time code is not enough. It's really important because we need to know how long the film and what place in time we are right now. But we also need to know what frame we're on so we can give very specific critique or comments based on the frame that we're at. So we can say frame 1094 till 11,015 needs to change to whatever. So we need to be able to be very specific. And shot numbers is so that we can reference what shot we're looking at and then give comments based on that. Like shot 6 needs to be replaced with shot 5 or just delete it altogether. Now you'll see that some of my shots, most of them go by order. We have shot number 1, then 2, 3, 4. But you'll see that here, for example, let's look for it. We have shot called 20 and then 5, 205, instead of going to shot 21. That's why we have that extra 0. So that because sometimes we need to squeeze a shot in between two shots that we didn't think about before. So I had this shot 19. So I had this shot 20, and the shot after it, shot 21. And then I decided I want to squeeze another shot in between that. So what am I going to call it? So if I didn't have that extra 0, I would be stuck. But because I do, I can just call it shot 20 and then 5. And the next one could be shot 21. But the next shot is actually shot 22. Well, that's because I decided to delete shot 21 altogether. I just didn't like it. So I still have it if I want to bring it back. I'm not going to change the name of it. But this is kind of showing you how flexible the process is. Then shot 23. Shot 24 was also deleted, as you can see. And then straight to shot 25. And then in between shot 25 and shot 26, I decided to add another shot. So I call it 25.5. So that's why we have 3 digits here for the shot number instead of just calling it shot 1. We call it shot 010. You'll notice I also added another little thing here, the focal length. This is the lens size that I've used for each shot. This is not mandatory to do, but I like seeing exactly what lens I used for every shot. Now I'm going to make another tutorial showing you, explaining the camera decisions I made for the previs, going over the lens sizes and the angles that I've used. But for now, just know that like when you watch my previs, you can see exactly what lens I use, and then maybe it can help you decide what lens you want to use for a specific shot, because you can just reference this. It's also good for making comments. Like a friend can say, "Listen, I think this shot has a too wide of an angle. It's like it's 18 millimeter. That's a very, very wide angle. So maybe you want to, bring it up to like 30. So that's why I like putting the focal length on each shot. All right, so that's pretty much what I do in After Effects when I make the previs. After that, I bring that video, after I export it, I bring it into Audition, and that's where I make my very basic sound design. This is absolutely not the final sound for the film. And when you're going to watch my previs, you'll hear some sounds and music. Know that this is not the final sounds at all. This is just very basic scratch sound effects and generic music that I found that just to give the feeling of the movie. So I have like a bunch of channels here. I have the voice channel. I have the music, ambience, some sound effects channels, and I have the video playing so I can match the sounds. You see, it's very basic cartoony sound. That's not good at all, but it's important to have that because that's the best way to convey the feeling of the story. Even if it's very basic, it's much better than not having any sounds at all. I don't put any effects on anything. On the master channel, I put 2 effects that I think just make everything sound a little better. The first one is mastering, and the second one is multiband compression. And I think I picked the classical master preset, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple and very, very important to do that step, the pre-visualization step, because now I have like a finished film, not a finished film, but like some kind of film that I can show to people and see if there's some problems. And I did find some problems. This is actually the second Previz that I've made. I didn't publish the first one because I sent it to a few people and they gave me, pretty good comments that I decided not to publish it yet because I thought I can adjust those comments before publishing this one. This is still, we'll probably go through some changes before it's done, but it's as close as it's going to get before I start animating. If you have any comments that you think like something is not working or you're not getting the story, it'll be really great if you write it in the comment section. I'll definitely read them, and maybe you can help me find some problem that I didn't see. This is why this stage is so critical. This is where you're going to find all your biggest problems. After that, we can start animating each shot, replacing the shots in the previs until the previs is no longer a previs but an edit. But that's for later. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to see more videos about making an animated movie, visit our blog at bloopanimation.com.